everybody, welcome back to Riptech Labs. I'm Chris, and if you're new here, I try to fix random stuff, work on generally old electronics, but I throw some new stuff on the bench once in a while. But in this case, I am opening up my new toy here. Now this is a TAG-101 audio signal generator that I got from Amazon the other day. I figured I better get this while it's still somewhat cheap. Now, it's just that it's cheap. Yeah, I know you can buy it on AliExpress, I think, for about the same price or cheaper, but I get it here in a couple days. Amazon, whatever. Be a link down below if you want to check it out. I wanted this because I need to do some audio work. I got a subwoofer amp that I can't figure out. I need to know if it's even working. I got that old Panasonic 5150 boombox that I need to figure out why one channel is so much lower than the other, so I figured this would be a great way to inject some audio. You know, we'll look at it. We'll open this up. We'll look at it with the scope, see what it looks like, and kind of call it a day. We'll just kind of play with it, see what it looks like, see how it works, and we'll go from there. So let's open this thing up. All else fails, we'll use a screwdriver when we don't have a knife, because, you know, that's how we roll. At least it's taped up real good. Oh yeah, that is the box. I was thinking maybe there was going to be another pet box inside of there, but no, that's it. With the manual, which I do have loaded up on the browser. Oh good, it's even got a set of probes on it. Comes with the connection probe, of course the power cord, that's very important. Let's take this out of the packing. Save that in case I gotta send it back, you never know, right? But it's fairly lightweight, comes with a handle. What good test gear doesn't come with a handle, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? There's your range, your... Ooh, man. I don't know if I like this. I mean, there's cheap and there's... Look at the dial on that. I mean, it's like cockeyed on the front of there. Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out if it's busted inside or not. That's a little troubling, to be honest. Attenuator's turned all the way down. You can switch between square wave and sine wave. If we're doing audio, we want a sine wave, obviously. Let's turn it off. I mean, this is about what we want to see. On the back, of course, is make sure it's in 110. Honestly, I don't know that that matters here. If you're somewhere like Europe or wherever that uses 240, you always want to check that, otherwise you're going to blow it up. So let's plug it in. Now, I got the scope fired up here so we can kind of see what it looks like. I do have a little dinky set of speakers, and I mean dinky set of speakers, that will see if we can hear what's coming out of it. This cord's not very long. That's a little troubling too. If you don't have a giant box of line cords, are you even working on electronics? That one's pretty short. There we go, there's a good long one. I mean, everybody needs a box of line cords. That's only line cords. I'm not even going to show you the boxes full of other various cables of various kinds, because, yeah, I got a ton of them. So, let's see. Yeah, this is an older cord, but power in, power out, what more do you want, right? Let's make sure I'm not missing anything obvious here. Yeah, this is exactly the same one that I have. There's really not much to this. I mean, there's just not power in, sound out, you know. But that's neither here nor there, is it? Okay. I don't even know what this nasty old thing was from, but it gets the job done. Brilliant. Okay. So it's plugged in. Let's make sure it doesn't explode when I turn it on. Let me see, the attenuator, let's turn that always attenuated and we'll mess with it. Amplitude, we'll turn it down. I just want to make sure. Set it about center maybe. Turn it on. Okay, we got power. So let's see about taking the probe here to the output. Channel 1 here. Is that the right one or is that the wrong one? That's the wrong one. Hook our grounds together. or grounds. It's an audio signal. Our negative post and our probe post, and there's that. Now I have the attenuator all the way down, the amplitude set to nothing. I might have to mess with the range on the scope here. Okay, yeah. So let's see here. Okay, let me turn channel 2 off so we can see, what does it say on there? We have this dialed to, there's me switching through. Okay, there's a fairly low frequency signal, right? Giggity. But there's our audio. Let's turn the attenuator. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, cool. Oop, that's position genius. I mean, you know, that's not an awful sine wave. It's really not. Let's go to the next range, see if the scope can figure it out. So I've got this on the 100 scale, and it's dialed to, let's turn it back to the 10 scale. There we go. Okay, there we go. That turns it down. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I mean, that's not a terrible looking sine wave, right? I mean, it's not. Let's get my tiny little speakers out. This, oh, definitely. Amplitude, basically your volume. Cool. Cool, yeah, alright. It's not a huge signal, but it'll get the job done. My scale is all jacked up here. That's not the greatest signal in the world. That could be just interference from the speaker, right? Ooh, that's drawing the whole thing down. Big time. That's interesting. Huh. So there's your audible range, right? Anything beyond that and you're not hearing it. Or at least not out of these speakers anyway. So yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Well, we know the audio works. Let's get these off of here. It's noisy. I'll give you that. But yeah, does that, no, that doesn't just come off either. Yeah, this dial is not dialed into anything. I don't even know what that is. That's supposed to be where that is dialed to. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but you can see this on the scope. It's been a while since I used my own scopes. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So that shows that about a 44 kilohertz signal. Okay, that dials up a whole lot better here. There we go. Now we got it licked. So that's set. Turn it down to, alright, now we're talking, yeah, about 40 kilohertz. Now if I hit that, that should be about 4K, right? Yep. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So yeah, learn your scope and understand what it is you're dialing in. Okay, no attenuator, maximum amplitude. Here we play with the amplitude a little bit. Okay, honestly, if you were expecting it to do any more than this, I don't know what to tell you. That's what it is. That's what it does. Is it just makes a sound. So you'll see this when I get my stupid subwoofer out that I can't figure out, and I'm not convinced that my receiver isn't trashed on the subwoofer output. I hope it's not. I don't want to have to replace that again. I don't want to have to replace that. And then I've got that boombox that's got one channel is out of whack. I want to make sure where, I want to find out where it's getting not amplified at. So I want to measure inputs and outputs and stuff like that. But I need to be able to feed it a signal. There we go. Let's see what square wave looks like. It's not great, is it? It's not great at all. Square wave in finger quotes. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, the dials. It gets to the higher range of the dial. That should be 75, and it's showing almost 80. Turn that up to 100, so that's going to be what, 100 kilohertz? 110. So yeah, the dial's not perfect for what I'm going to be using it for. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. You know, I don't need to have a big expensive BK, HP, whatever. I don't know who makes the good stuff, you know. Yeah, I don't really need any to mess with this external sync control. What is that actually for here? Let's find out. Output distortion. I don't know about that, but 5 watts. Yeah, it's low power, but it's supposed to be, right? It's not supposed to be. Shaping circuit output attenuator, power supply, front panel, fuse socket. That's on the back, and there is no actual fuse socket. That's internal. That's neat. The external sync. All right. Right, okay, adjustment output voltage. Okay, use of synchronizing input terminal instrument between, so right around 1 megahertz. No, right about 1 kilohertz. Duh. External sine wave signal to sync terminal, allows them from synchronized to the external sync. Blah, blah, blah. So I guess if you have a need for that, I don't. I just care about it spitting out sound. And it gives you some circuits, which I'm going to have to look at here, and how to measure amplifier gain, which is basically what I'm going to use this for. Phase stuff, yeah, okay, if you're really worried about it, I guess. What's this part for? Audio generate, finder test. I guess your resistor here would probably be your speaker that, you know, you'd be listening. Other than that, that's basically all there is to it. It's not fancy, it's not great, as long as it doesn't explode, as long as it doesn't catch on fire or explode, and it keeps outputting a nice clean sine wave. And obviously it's not putting out a nice clean square wave. So apparently my probe got all wonky on me. That's neat. So that's all there is to it. Audio waveform comes out, and there it is. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, really. So yeah, that looks pretty good, right? About 40, and at the 100 scale, so 4 kilohertz. It's not terrible. Whoops. There's there's 400 hertz. Okay. I can live with that. There's your TAG-101 signal generator. Get yours, I guess, links down below. If you like this video, honestly, I don't know why you would. It was kind of a terrible video. I'm not even sure I'm going to put it out. If you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. Stick around for more. We're going to hook this up to my subwoofer amp and the scope and see what we can figure out. We'll get that 5150 back out and see what we can do with that. Until then, take it easy. You're awesome. Bye.